Alright guys, today I'll be reviewing Fun Spot Atlanta, and this will definitely not be a traditional review. This will be pretty short, because quite frankly, I don't have too much to say about this park, but I think if you know me, you know my opinion on this park is very different than most people's, and if you don't know me, then before we even get further into the video, you need to know that this is by far my favorite amusement park I've ever been to, and it's going to be nearly impossible to top it. Now, most of this video is actually going to be an explanation as to why this is the case and not going too in-depth, because, quite frankly, there's not a lot to get in-depth about. I mean, they have 3 coasters. Obviously, they have Air Force One, and then Hurricane, a janky E&F High Miler, which is okay, nothing too special there. Just a couple moments a week floater and laterals. And then a pretty good E&F Miler kiddie coaster. But that's about it. In terms of flat rides, they got a few go-karts, which are okay, I guess. I didn't try them. I didn't do anything but the 3 coasters. They've got a Scream and Swing, which, again, if you want to waste your time on that, then go nuts. That's a pretty good flat ride. And then they got a bunch of carnival rides, like a Paratrooper, Himalaya, Spider, all that weird stuff that you don't really need to do at this park. In terms of food, I've got no clue. I did not eat anything here. We just left the park halfway through and got something to eat. I think it was Chipotle, but yeah, we did not eat here. And I've heard it's pretty meh, which, I mean, you can expect that. They've got a few arcade games. They've got bumper cars. They got normal FEC stuff, which is okay because that's really what this park was until 2023. And obviously, we know what happened in 2023. Fun Spot Atlanta received by far the greatest coaster, the greatest combination of atoms to ever exist on this planet, and that is Air Force One. This ride makes this park. It really does. There is nothing like Air Force One. I have so many videos on my channel just completely raving about this thing, saying nothing but good things, because there's nothing bad to say. This ride is perfection. The ending is death. It's just perfect. This is exactly what a thing should be, not just a roller coaster. This is what anything that you build with your 2 bare hands from the ground up should be. Alright, we should not be building houses or big cities with a lot of businesses. No, we just need one classroom where Joe Draves teaches us all how to be this good of coaster designers, alright? Because this ride automatically makes Fun Spot Atlanta the best park. And part of that is because this ride never has a line. I did the math, and in a 12-hour day, you could theoretically get 180 rides on this thing. That is stupid. You are never getting that on any other ride. I don't care what it is. Like, unless you're gonna marathon a kiddie coaster all day, you're not getting that on any other ride. And this is Air Force One, the greatest thing of all time right here. You get to just stay on this ride. I mean, technically you do have to go back around, but they'll wait for you. You're gonna get on pretty much any train you want on the greatest thing ever. Of course, I only had like 7 hours here when I went for my first visit, but mark my words, next time I go here, I will be trying to get as close as humanly possible to that 180 ride max out. And I mean, who knows, maybe it's possible to get more than that. I'm not sure. I don't see how that could be possible, but that would be insane. And I get that some people want variety, but to me, it just doesn't matter. If you have a ride this good, I'm just going to sit on it all day. I don't care what it does to my thighs. I'll suffer the consequences later. I don't care. I want Air Force One right now. And I know Air Force One is too much for some people. Like, some people can't even do more than a few rides in a row on this. That just sucks for them, I guess, that their thighs are that weak and they can't handle that intense of a ride. Because this is truly the most extreme coaster in the world. I mean, you could argue Ejanica or Project 305 or whatever you want to do. But in the grand scheme of things, no coaster is gonna send you up out of your seat as hard as this thing does, as violently as this thing does, as rapid fire as it does with these insane laterals. I think this is the best coaster for laterals in the world too, just so you know. But so far this video has just been another excuse for me to talk about Air Force One some more. But one other thing I'll note about this park that is the most underrated aspect of it is the atmosphere. A lot of people say it's terrible. A lot of people say they should have spent their money and added flowers or something. That would have been the dumbest decision ever. Alright, in my opinion, you should either be top tier theming like Dollywood, or you should be like Fun Spot Atlanta and feel like you're just gonna die the entire time you're there. Obviously, it's perfectly safe. It's in a pretty out there part of Georgia. It's not like in the city or anything, so don't feel like you're actually gonna be in danger when you're here. But I just love the fact that they do not try to hide it at all, that it is a parking lot. You're walking on a parking lot. You can see the lines. They have this like random monster truck up there. They have this Wild West building that makes absolutely no sense with the rest of the park. The parking lot is so weird. It's just this gravel lot to the side. They say it's a $5 parking fee, but no one was even at the tolls when we were there. And it was a summer Friday, so I don't know what was up there, but I'm assuming it's like that a lot of the time. There's this like picnic area over by Hurricane that just looks so run down. And all the rides here look like they should be in a horror movie, just the way they're plopped down. And I think Air Force One adds to that too. Just seeing greatness and then seeing carnival rides. Like just something about that atmosphere I absolutely love. I know that's another very hot take, that Fun Spot Atlanta has one of the best atmospheres of any park, but I mean, that's just kind of the way I am. Again, either go all out like Dollywood or Epic Universe, Disney Sea, any of those, or you go the Fun Spot Atlanta route. I don't want any of this Worlds of Fun, Dorney Park, none of that kind of stuff. That's just in the middle. The pricing here is also pretty good. You could just get a $36 wristband or pay per ride, which, again, I don't know why you'd want to waste your time with that. Just get a wristband and sit on Air Force One as long as you can. So overall, Fun Spot Atlanta is just the best park in the world. And given how far ahead Air Force One is from the rest of the coasters I've been on, and in the world really, again, there's only a couple coasters that I think even have a 1% chance of beating this for me, just because it's that good. And you combine that with it having absolutely no line even on a summer Friday. I mean, it's nearly impossible to beat this. So obviously, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 for its final score. And the only other park that I would give a 10 out of 10 to is Cedar Point for a completely different reason. That's just a ridiculously stacked coaster lineup. They can get away with the atmosphere thing because it's just ridiculous seeing that many coasters. But at the same time, it can't compete with Fun Spot Atlanta, where you have just greatness that has a pretty much empty station, even on a summer Friday. So let me know what you guys thought of this video down in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.